Well, good morning, everyone. I hope that you had a good night's rest and feeling good and ready for your day. But hopefully, I can help out with that some this morning. And I just want us to warm up some this morning and then be able to stretch in a little bit fuller expression of some of our postures. However, if anything still does not feel good, feel free to hold back or go into whatever does feel comfortable. Wherever feels comfortable for you today is exactly where you need to be. So no need to push yourself too much this morning unless that is just your goal and intention for today. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. Let's begin standing today. So you can come to the top of your mat or wherever facing the camera. And toes touch, slight space between the heels. And let's start out into Tadasana. So tuck your pelvis under, bringing your navel towards your spine. Lengthen the crown of the head up towards the sky. Shoulders fall back, shoulder blades fall down your back. And then spread the fingers wide. Imagine reaching them as far as you can towards the mat. Lift the chest up just slightly. And then draw your head back just a little bit over your spine. We often stick our necks out and our heads out a little bit more. A lot to think about in this what it looks like, simple posture here. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let the chest lift. Stand up even taller. Open the mouth and exhale. One more time. Inhale. Send that breath all the way through the crown of your head. Hold it at the top. Open the mouth and exhale. And bring your hands to heart center in prayer. And you can bow your forehead towards your hands. Finding your intention for your practice this morning. Why did you come to your mat this morning? What do you hope to gain from this practice today? How do you hope to feel after you leave your mat this morning? Keep that intention with you. Always come back to your breath if your mind begins to wander someplace that is more negative. And when you're ready, reach the arms out wide. Big inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, look up towards your hands. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. And let's reach the hands up. Bring pointer fingers to touch and crescent over to the right. Send the hips to the left. Take your chest through. Maybe you take your gaze up to the sky. Inhale through center. And let's reach the fingertips back, opening up the chest. Not necessarily tipping the pelvis forward and dumping into your low back, just lifting the chest. And inhale, straighten up, and exhale, crescent to the left. And inhale through center, and then bring your feet out, hips distance apart, and lead out with your chest, hands at your hips. Hold all the way down. Release the neck. You can release the hands towards the mat or grab opposite elbows and go ahead and ragdoll here. A bend in the knees. Release any tension in the back here, the backs of the legs. Shake your head yes and no, roll it around. And then release the hands towards the mat, heel toe the feet towards each other, toes touch, space between the heels. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back. Tilt your heart space forward. And then exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees and roll all the way up to standing. Your head being the last thing to lift. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. And exhale, hands to hearts. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, step the right foot back. Pause here in a lunge. Fingers are spread wide. Shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Lengthen out through the spine. And then drop that back knee down. Untuck the toes and rise up for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Draw the shoulders back. And then reach the hands to the mat, lift that back knee up. Step the left foot back into high plank here. Take your gaze out towards the top of the mat. Really press the mat away. Maybe making space between your shoulder blades. And then drop the knees down. Lower all the way to the mat, chaturanga. And tuck the toes. Inhale, cobra. Come up as high as you would like to. Roll the shoulders back. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Exhale, roll down. Tuck the toes under and send the hips back into child's pose. We're getting a foot stretch here in child's pose. Relax the forehead down on the mat. Keep the elbows up. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale, melt the hips over the heels. And then inhale, round the back into cat pose as you lift into tabletop. Release the neck down. Untuck the toes onto the tops of the feet here. And then inhale, drop the belly into cat, into cow. Pick your gaze up. And then exhale, round the back into cat, and then sink the hips back into child pose. Inhale, come through cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And sink it back. One big movement here. Inhale through cat. Into cow. Exhale, round it through cat, into child's pose. One more time. Inhale through cat, into cow. Exhale, round it through cat, into child's pose. And let's lift up to a tabletop position. Shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Really press the fingertips into the mat. Your hips are over your knees. Tuck the toes under and lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Let the heels melt towards the earth, but it's completely fine and typically normal if your heels do not touch. And then broaden through the shoulder blades and let the shoulder blades fall down your back towards your tailbone, making some more room for your neck to move freely between your arms. Inhale, roll forward into high plank. Exhale, drop the knees down, lower halfway, chaturanga, hold halfway. Untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Navel is towards the spine. Drop the knees down, come through tabletop, tuck the toes, and into downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, peel forward into high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, hold halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. And tiptoe all the way to the top of your mat. Heels are lifted as high as they can go. And forward fold at the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Tilt the heart space up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. And then exhale, hands to heart. Navel towards spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive it forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back. Drop and keep the knee up. Pause here in a high lunge. Let the hips release a little bit of tension here. And then exhale, drop the knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Your front knee is over behind your ankle here. Draw the shoulders down. If your shoulders bother you at any time, you can always keep your hands at heart center in all of our poses or on your hips. And then plant the hands down, lift that back knee up, step back into high plank. Either keep the knees up or drop them down. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. However you would like to get there. And if today you're not feeling that vinyasa flow, feel free to skip it and just meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels as high as they can go. Exhale, bend the knees, bear pose. Hips are high, melt your chest towards your thighs. Like crouching down. Inhale, shoot forward into a high plank. Exhale, drop the knees down and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out here. Inhale the left leg high, three-legged dog. Hips are square. Your left leg is pretty much only in an L shape or however high it goes. Keep those hips square, flex the back foot. Then exhale, step that foot between your hands at the top of your mat. Bend the back heel down and rise all the way up for warrior two. Reach the arms out wide. Exhale, melt it down a little bit further. Shoulders are stacked over your hips. You can take your gaze out towards the top hand, your left hand, and send that left knee towards the pinky edge, opening the hips up a little bit more. And inhale, reverse warrior. Bring the right arm down, left arm reaches up and back. And send your heart through, reaching your chest towards the sky. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, bending that left knee a little bit more, reaching your chest up. And then inhale, come up through warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle, left forearm, left thigh. Reach your right arm high. You can stay right here, or if you'd like to take that right arm, the top arm, and drop it over your ear, getting more of a side stretch here. If you would like to take the bottom arm and reach it in the front towards the mat, you can also reach it behind. And then spin your chest open to the sky. And slowly rise all the way back up to warrior two. Windmill the arms down. Frame your front foot. Step back into high plank. Knees up or knees down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Square the hips off, squeeze the thighs towards each other. Make space or in between your shoulders for your neck. Exhale, step it through between your hands. Send the back heel down. Rise up for warrior two. Melt it down. Open the chest up. And inhale, reverse warrior. Back arm comes down. Sweep that top arm up and back. Spinning your chest to the sky. Really fire up the legs here. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sink it down a little bit more. Inhale, rise up through warrior two. Exhale, extend the side angle, right forearm, right thigh, and left arm reaches high to the sky. You can take your gaze up or down, whatever feels good for your neck this morning. And then try to mirror what you did on the other side. Maybe drop that arm over your ear. And then maybe reach the right fingertips towards the inside of your left foot or on the outside. Send your chest up. Inhale, rise up to warrior two. Exhale, windmill it all the way down. Step back into high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out. And tiptoe all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up standing. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to take a few twists. This morning I was wanting to kind of twist it out, but of course warm up first. Twists sometimes don't feel good. We get into our heads, at least I do. So if it doesn't feel good today, feel free to just stay neutral. So let's exhale, sink it down into chair pose. Now I'm up pretty high. I'm not sinking way far down right now. Shift your weight into your heels, maybe your toes lift up. Again, if your shoulders or your neck bother you, bring your hands to heart. Engage the low belly. And then exhale, let's twist it open to the right. Reach the right arm back, left arm forward. Your chest spins to the right. Hips are still melting down and back. Inhale through center, reach both arms forward. Exhale, twist it open to the left. Engage the low belly. Inhale, reach it forward and stand up nice and tall, reaching the arms up high. Exhale, hands to heart. And let's take a couple of, let's take a crescent lunge twist. So let's step the right foot back into high crescent lunge. Pause here. Go ahead and let the hips melt down. And hanging onto your hips right here with your hands, tuck that pelvis under. You might feel something totally different now in the front of your right thigh, your right quad here. That back knee is bent slightly. And then reach the arms forward. Send the right hand a little bit further out and spin the chest open to the left. Left hand reaches back. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, straighten the legs. Reach the arms up high. Bring hands to heart center. Bend both knees. Bring it forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach both hands up high. Exhale, dive it forward. Release the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to come right back up to standing. Inhale, sweep it up. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, hands to heart. And bring your hands to your hips. This time, let's step the left foot back into a high crescent lunge. Take your hands here, hanging onto your hips, and tuck them under. Slight bend in that back knee. Getting a good stretch in your left quad here. And then reach the arms forward. Spin the left hand further towards the top of your mat. And reach the right arm back. Spin the chest open to the right. Hips are still square. With each exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. Find a deeper expression of this pose. And then inhale, reach it back forward. Bring your hands to your hips, bend the knees, and spring forward to the top of your mat. And let's step the right foot back. Spin that heel around, coming into a wide-legged stance right here. The feet are parallel, toe heel in a line, in the same alignment. Micro bend in those knees. Sometimes you can pigeon toe a little bit more, and then it'll help you find a little bit more balance, and that's completely fine. Bring your hands to your hips, send the elbows back towards each other, opening up the chest, and then take your gaze up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, dive it forward, hinge up the hips nice and slowly. As you lower down, maybe releasing hands to the mat and release the neck down. Roll the neck around, head yes, no. No tightness here. Fire up the leg. Feel the kneecaps lift up, keeping a micro bend in the knees. And then let's lift up halfway. Spin your chest towards the front. And then plant the left palm down on the ground right in front of your face. And then maybe just take a look open to the right and bring your right hand to your cup. Or if you'd like to, reach the right hand to the sky. Spin your chest up, neck is in line with your spine. And then exhale, release that hand. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Right hand plants down right in front of your face. And spin your chest to the left. Either bring in that hand to your hip or reach the hand to the sky. Engage the legs, lift the kneecaps up. With each exhale, maybe you reach your chest a little bit further. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, spin the heels in, toes out. Out, lifting up for goddess pose. Let's bring our hands to our hips though. So you're in a wide-legged squat and your tailbone is drawing towards the mat, navel towards spine here. And then bring feet back parallel. Reach the arms up high, star pose, big X. Inhale through the nose, lift the chest up high. And then exhale, release out of that. Step to the top of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Close the eyes. Pause here. Come back to your intention. Let the breath slow down. Let's come back to Tadasana, exactly where we started. Toes touch, slight space between the heels. Release the arms by your side. Spread the fingers wide. Draw the shoulders down your back. navel towards spine. Feel as though someone is pulling your head towards the clouds. Lift the chest up. Let this pose make you feel nice and rooted in whatever feeling you want to feel today, your beliefs, your thoughts, whatever you want your intention to be. Let this pose root you down into that. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, dive it forward. Release the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step it back. One more vinyasa flow. Option to meet in child's pose or go through one more flow. Knees up or knees down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, drop the knees down. Hips back for child's pose. Release the neck down. And reach around and grab your heels. And just reach for the back. And then letting your shoulders round down. Release the elbows. You're in a tiny ball here, but just relax everything. No activation. And then rock your forehead side to side. Maybe your hips go side to side as well. And then slowly walk your hands back up underneath your shoulders and lift up through tabletop. And then cross with the ankles and sit back into Sukhasana or crisscross applesauce. And let's take fire log pose, which is often a really deep hip opener. If this doesn't feel good at all, you could stay right here in Sukhasana. And then also if you're still tight in the hips, you can fold your mat up under or put a pillow under your bottom so you sit up a little bit higher. So for fire log, keep your bottom leg right where it is. Take the top one and try to stack your shins, maybe placing that top foot right behind the knee. So your knees and your toes are right in line with each other. Engage the feet. You can see my knee does not touch my foot. If I sit in this position long enough, it will eventually relax down. Nope, not right away though. And don't press on that knee. Where it is where it should be. If this bothers your knee, like I said, come out of it. You can extend the legs forward, stay in Sukhasana. Also, you can put something between your knee and your foot right here. Reach the arms up high, big inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. Release out of that, extend both legs forward into stack pose. And bend one knee, bend the other. Hands are by your side. And then let's cross it over to the other side. This time my right leg is down and the left one crosses on top. Toes and knees are stacked here, having your shins in the same line as each other. Again, don't touch there, completely fine. You can relax your hands on your legs without forcing that knee down. And breathe here. Inhale, reach the arms up high to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. And extend those legs back forward. And shake it out one more time. And then cross the leg in your regular Sukhasana here. Hands are on tops of your knees and let the palms face up. for openness, accepting of things that might come your way today. Also keeping an open mind. Feeling a sense of a childlike mind. Always wanting to learn, try new things, question things. And bring your hands to heart. Thank you so much for letting me be your guide this morning. The light in me honors the light, the love, the beauty, the joy, and the peace of each and every one of you. Namaste.